Hey guys, Nicolas here, back to another video, and today I actually want to do another underrated film review. Since it's been a long time for me doing these kinds of underrated film reviews, I thought I decided, hey, why not go back to doing more underrated film reviews again? So I decided to go back to these, and I actually want to talk about two underrated films that have been under the radar and don't deserve to be, and had a small following throughout the years. And it's rarely ever talked about too much. It's rarely ever talked about too much in the sci-fi community. And that film is called Shortcircuit 1 and 2. These two films. You may be wondering what these two films are all about. Well, for the first one, let's start with. So basically, in the first movie of Shortcircuit, the first one is about a robot named Johnny Five, played by voiced by Tim Bailey, and as he's basically a robot coming to life and having human emotions. He gets to meet with a girl named Stephanie, played by Ali Shetty. He gets to befriend this woman, and are both on the run from Nova, and which Johnny Five doesn't really want to go back to Nova and wants to be free, wants to live like a human being. The two are on the run, and along the way they get to meet with the creator of the Johnny Five robot, named Newton Crosby, played by Steven Guttenberg, and his assistant, played by Fisher Stevens, although his partner on working on the robot, they're on the run away from Nova, and so on and so forth. For the plot of Shortcircuit 2, the film takes place a couple months after the events of the first movie, where this time it actually focuses more on the partner who made the Johnny Five robots, played by Stephen Fisher once again, as he's in the big city just trying to sell some Johnny Five toys, and along the way Johnny Five returns and gets to help him make the toys, and Johnny Five gets to learn more about the life of being a human better than the first movie. And along the way, Johnny Five also gets to meet with the guy who works at the bank, but also is trying to rob the bank as well. As he has to stop the guy who works at the bank from robbing the bank from his safe, and also trying to learn more about being trying to learn more about being a human being and being accepted by society. That's all I'm gonna say. With the first movie does a really great job on expanding a little more about this universe, and also making some creative ideas with this robot puppet. And Johnny Five is by far one of my most likable, one of my most favorite robots in Hollywood history, and the way about how Tim Blaney plays him is pretty good. And Tim Blaney does deserve to have more recognition for playing Johnny Five and Shortcircuit, and also playing Frank the Pug in Men in Black. The film setting locations are pretty good. The story does get you more into engage, and it does get you into about how you want to relate with this character Johnny Five, and how you really want to like this character. It does a really great job with focusing on the character of a robot. And yeah, even though that the human protagonist, Stephanie, which even though that she could be a little bland sometimes, she is by far one of the most likable human characters ever that I've ever seen. Albie Shibi does a really great job on playing this human character, and of course she also does a really great job about caring about Johnny Five, and also trying to get along with Johnny Five, and so on and so forth. The writing is pretty good. The comedy is also pretty good. The comedy is used very good in the right directions and the right moments. What makes the second movie also really much better than the first movie is about how Johnny Five feel in the big city, but not just that, also about how he would blend in with society and how society would accept him, and yeah, so on and so forth. And even that we get to focus on Stephen Fisher's character, he did a really great job with playing the assistant in the first movie, and now he gets to have a bigger role than he did in the first movie, and he does a really great job with that performance and with that Indian accent. He does a really great job. He gets the best performance in both films. The action for both films are pretty good, and they are well choreographed and well put, and some of them even remind me more of the Iron Giant. The first movie reminds me more of the Iron Giant, but this one actually reminds me more like some action films like Total Recall or Demolition Man, etc. But yeah, they did a really great job with the writing in both of these films, and these films were pretty good. And I heard that there were a lot of comparisons of Johnny Five to WALL-E, despite that this was released, that these two films were released back before WALL-E was ever made and was released in theaters. But yeah, overall, these films are pretty good. I really enjoyed them. The visuals are pretty great. The robot design with the puppeteering and the voice acting is pretty good. The acting is pretty good with the acting is pretty good. And with the second movie, with the acting, it does give more of a really good vibe with the acting, and does have some really great locations, much bigger than the first movie. The first movie had some really awesome locations as well, and all that. The comedy for these two films are very hilarious, and so on and so forth. Really great creative ideas, really great camera shots, really great thrilling stories that get you involved, and that get you involved into Johnny Five's personal life and all that, and even getting involved into these characters. And with the love interest for the second movie that Stephen Fisher's character was in love with, she also does a really great performance. And I heard that there were a lot of people saying that she was like Hermione Granger, but from the 80s, of course. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I mean she does look a little bit like Emma Watson. But yeah, these two films are pretty amazing. Great visuals, great action, and great puppeteering, and really awesome scenes that are really amazing, especially with a bunch of really great movie references and TV show references as well. I highly recommend these films if you are interested in sci-fi films or something like that. I give Short Circuit 5 stars and a must-watch recommendation. I even give Short Circuit 2 5 stars and another must-watch recommendation as well. These two films are a must-watch if you are interested in sci-fi and so much others. Trust me, these films are really amazing, and I remembered seeing these films for the first time after when I was watching WALL-E. And I remember when I was sick on my days of second grade, my dad would bring the film. My dad would bring the second movie from the library, and we would watch it, and we rewatched them again for our family movie night. Pretty fun, right? Yep. Years later, and these films hold up to me, and they hold up to my childhood. That is it for my underrated film reviews. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and a comment down below. I'm Nicolas. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.